We do have some breaking news right now, though. We want to take you to the Pentagon, where John Kirby is speaking. Let's listen.
Package that the president authorized is really only a few days away from closing out. So we're just going to keep moving, keep going forward. And in keeping with our consultation with allies and partners about capabilities that they have, that they could also provide to Ukraine, the secretary spoke separately today with his counterparts, and we'll have fuller readouts of those conversations later this afternoon. But again, it's of a piece of the secretary's personal involvement in trying to help consult with allies and partners about getting additional security assistance items. And I'm not going to get ahead of the readout just yet. Separately, I would like to note, off the topic of Ukraine, that on Tuesday, the Defense POW MIA Accounting Agency announced that U.S. Army Air Force's Lieutenant Colonel Addison E. Baker, who was 36 when he was killed during World War II, posthumously, awarded the Medal of Honor, was finally accounted for on the 8th of April this year. Lieutenant Colonel Baker was piloting a B-24 Liberator bomber during Operation Tidal Wave near Ploiești, Romania. His plane was hit by anti-aircraft fire and crashed, but not before he was able to drop his bombs on the target. Baker is the 17th airman identified as part of the Ploiești project, which began in 2017 at the Defense POW MIA Accounting Agency's laboratory at Offutt Air Force Base, Nebraska. And our thoughts and prayers continue to go out with Lieutenant Colonel Baker's family, but we're certainly proud and honored to be able to identify his remains and recognize his incredible service to the country during World War II. Okay, Bob, I think you're on the phone. You're first.
Yes, thank you. I am on the phone today. I hope you can hear me. On Ukraine, could you give your current assessment of the Russian ship incident as to whether it's your working assumption that it was struck by a missile? Is it still moving under its own power? And lastly, could you offer your assessment of what the significance of this loss is for the broader Russian campaign? Thank you.
So I'll just tell you what we know, and that's, to be very honest with you, that we don't know everything. We cannot confirm the Ukrainian reports that it was hit by a missile, but we are also not in a position to refute that it could have been a Ukrainian missile which struck the ship. We just don't have perfect visibility on exactly what happened. We do believe that there was a significant explosion on this cruiser, the Moskva, of the Slava class of cruisers in the Russian Navy. We do believe that that explosion caused a significant fire, which as of this morning was still raging aboard the ship. We do assess that at least some of the crew members evacuated the ship and were placed aboard other Russian Navy ships. I can't tell you if it's the whole crew. We just have a sense, we have assessment that some crew were evacuated from the ship. We are, this morning, we had assessed that the ship was underway under its own power. We are no longer able to make that certainty today, this afternoon. We're not exactly sure that the ship is actually still able to make its own way. So that's the update. That's the best that we can provide you in terms of what we know and feel comfortable speaking to. As for the impact on the Russian Navy, that's a little difficult to know with great...
All right, John Kirby speaking there at the Pentagon. And, you know, Heather, the great unanswered question is if Ukraine actually used a missile to seriously damage that Russian cruiser in the Black Sea, did they get help with coordinates? Did we play a role in that? Not that we would admit that we were doing that, but that kind of information would be very valuable. Yeah,
very valuable. And interesting to hear Kirby speaking just there, because earlier today they had confirmed that what Russian cruiser in the Black Sea, which was their flagship, ship there in the Black Sea for Russia, that it was still afloat and that it was traveling eastward on its own. And so he was kind of going backtracking that a little bit there. So that might be one of the reasons what you just brought up. Anyway, we'll continue to follow the latest from the Pentagon.